How's it going?
Justin, could you just talk about your interception and then the moment going over to the 88 and putting the ball down and what that meant to you?
Yeah, I thought our D line, our front seven, pretty much all game, did such a good job of getting pressure, and so in that moment, pretty much man to man. I think that has something to do, speeding up the decision process, trying to get the ball out a little earlier maybe than he wanted to, and I was able to break and make a play. And we had talked about, ever since we found out, Thursday night, Friday morning, as a defense, we had talked about how, every takeaway, we're going to dedicate, giving the ball to DT, and we all made sure we knew where the logo and the number was at, and that's what happened. I made the play, and I kind of blacked out, and the only thing I thought of was heading over there to DT and giving him the football.
Justin,
what have your? Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Aaron.
Justin, what have the last 48 hours been like for you, and how difficult was it to kind of put that aside for a little bit and get ready to play a football game?
Yeah, it was definitely mentally straining. It was tough. You feel one way emotionally, and you're trying to tell your brain from a mental standpoint, to like lock in and things like that, because we always talk about controlled aggression, and you can't just go out there and just like emotions fly all over the place, especially at my position. And so it was tough, man, and I think the toughest part I think one of the toughest things was having a real relationship with him. He meant a lot to me and in my career, and really shaped me into the not only the player but just like the man that I am. And so I was really, it was tough. I'm really thankful for the time that I had to to spend with them, and I didn't even know him as well as guys like Vaughn and Kareem. But he was special.
Hey, Justin, the sweatshirt you're wearing, you had that made up, as obviously in the last, Saturday, had that made up. And how hard was it to play a football game knowing that, that nine of their teammates of yours, you knew him well beyond what you do on a football field?
Yeah, it was tough. And we played a really good Detroit team. I mean, those guys play hard. They do a really good job, and obviously they're missing some key guys. And they came out and they played really hard, and we knew that they played hard. And so, defensively, we had to lock in, and we had to get takeaways in today's game, in order to find ways to win, shorten up the field for our offense. And but from a mental standpoint, man, it was hard even throughout the game. You get a takeaway, you bring it over to DT, his logo over there, and reminiscing for a second, and then you got to lock right back in. I think one of the hardest things too is knowing that, like, even though everyone in the stadium wanted to get a win for DT, that don't just happen. The other team's not just going to lay down and let you get a win. So I think, like I said, we played a really good Detroit team, and I think it just spoke to the testament of the guys preparing throughout the week and really playing hard and finding a way to win. You don't just win because you want to, and it's hard to win in the league. And I think today was special, man. Definitely some mile high magic in there, and I was really thankful for the guys that I get to play with.
Obviously, not many of the guys in the locker room have knew DT the way you guys did. So do you find the last few days have teammates come up to you, kind of asked you, what do you remember about him, and what do you share with those guys?
Yeah. Man, a bunch of guys did. I guess I give one, got to talk. I had a chance to, talk with Malik, and I know he made a tweet too, about how he didn't know DT but heard about his character and personality. I shared with him. I said there's two memories that I really appreciated about DT the most, and I'll never forget. The first, and I was a rookie. I'll never forget, midway through the season, I was in the cafe, and he came up to me and he said, with the big smile, he said, "What's up, young fella?" I said, "What's up, DT?" And he said, "How you doing?" And I immediately started answering football. I was like, "I'm doing good, man. The playbook, I have it down pack, and Still learning a few things here and there, and he cut me off and he said, "No, man, how are you doing, like, as a person?" And I honestly, I gave him I gave him like a short, like, ad lib answer, because just in my few weeks of being there as a rookie, your head is spinning. You got this. You stay late for meetings. You come in early for meetings, and so that's a all-pro, Pro Bowl guy asking me how I'm doing in the middle of my rookie season, and I think that just spoke to his character. And the second was I'll never forget, man, when him and B. Marsh, Brandon Marshall, took a knee, and that to me was just like it was really emotional, like, watching that, because he did it when he did it when it was not socially acceptable. They get a lot of backlash for doing that type of stuff, even though a lot of people knew his character. I'm not talking about like Broncos country or anything specific. I just mean worldwide. Like, a lot of people know DT's character and Brandon Marshall's character and the backlash that they got. And I remember I asked him and B. Marsh, like, a bunch of questions about that. Like, and they educated me a lot on what was going on, why they felt they needed to do that, some things that they were doing initiative-wise to kind of help bring more awareness to what's going on around our country, social injustice-wise. And so I shared those two memories. I'm sorry, I'm blabbing. I shared those two memories because those two, for me, really, is what DT meant to me. A guy that was just genuinely cared about you and genuinely cared, just about what was going on and being there. So that's kind of shared a few of those things throughout the week.
Justin, appreciate the candor. Garrett Bowles said on Friday that the ultimate way to pay tribute to Demaryius is going out and finishing this and getting to the playoffs. You're in this kind of position for the first time since your rookie season of middle of December, really having a chance to get after this now at 7-6. What are these kind of final four games mean as far as how you guys are going to approach that?
Yeah, I shared with I think I shared with Jeff. The beginning of this week, I said, that KC game was a really good game for us to play in terms of playing a meaningful game in December. And obviously, we fell way short, and it wasn't even close to what we wanted. But in terms of finding, like, hey, man, you got to see how hard it is and what it's going to take. We're going to need way more effort than that for the rest of this year. And so it was great we were able to find a win tonight at home, playing a good Detroit team. And we'll watch the tape tomorrow, just like a loss, and fix the negatives, keep working on the positives. And we need to come back ready to go at home again against a really good Cincy team. And that win right there will set us up, for the last three games of the season. And but still, it's that 1-0 mentality. This is a must-win on Sunday. Thank you, guys.